Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Entropia content. Now today should be a little bit more joyful of an experience. I got some help from one of my best contacts in the entire game. I've mentioned her on the show before. I think I ran into her on Rocktropia one episode, but she was away from keyboard so we couldn't say hi. But anyways, I managed to talk to Kayla yesterday. Let's see if our chat is still up here. Ah, sweet, it still is. Now, I hope Kayla doesn't mind me talking about what we talked about on the show. She was giving me a whole bunch of information, so I was like, holy shit, a lot of this information my viewers on the show really need to see. And she helped me fix the problem. Remember yesterday's episode while I kept bitching that I couldn't find the fucking mission broker to do the limited missions? So I went over the problem with her. She couldn't figure it out right away. Then we eventually found out what it was. I had already talked to the mission broker when it first appeared. And what happened was I picked, I picked one of the missions. And then I didn't know that once you pick one of those missions, it nerfs the mission broker. So you can't talk to them. You can't choose any of the other missions. So because I forgot that I already talked to them, that's why it was fucking me over. So all I had to do was go to the mission log tracker, cancel the mission I was already picked, and then all of a sudden, boom, then I could talk to the mission broker again. So I don't know, maybe it's supposed to work like that, or maybe the people in charge of Next Island want to take a look at that. Because what happened was I forgot that I'd already started a mission, and then I thought this Julian mission broker wasn't working. So let's try completing one of the missions today. Let's try the mining. Mining, it says drop 50 probes. Right, so when I was talking to Kayla, she gave me some intel about this. Let's bring it up quick. Or now, while we go over the intel from Kayla, let's go back to Sparta and I'll collect sweat while we discuss it. Because there's no point in me just talking the whole time and not collecting stuff at the same time. That's the one nice thing about Entropia and sweating. It's like you can always be skilling. Like you don't have to spend money to be building up your dodge, your aim, all your fucking skills. And you're collecting money at the same time. Man, Kayla, she was telling me a story about how she was on the auction and she was bidding against one of the Uber players and she managed to win the fucking auction. She got some kick-ass item and she was showing me some armor plates that, I forget, they got special abilities now. So they like, you know how like when you wear a lifesteal cloak, you can have the ability of letting you steal life? Or that one Lara pet, which gives you the ability to loot or something? Well, from what she was telling me, there's a new pet and it has the ability to make you run faster. So people are into that pet. And you might have noticed it's the pet that I seen yesterday's episode, that new one. That looked like Lara except like medieval times themed. Now I was thinking the second last restaurant I went to before the whole restaurant lockdown shit was medieval times. I fucking love medieval times. I'm so glad it was one of the last ones I got to go to. Alright, so let's begin. We got everything set up. It looks like some of our conversation might already be over. She was telling me about this thing, the Alcaris power core. I didn't really grasp what she was telling me about this. Alright, so that's something weird. There's only one ever sold for 100 ped. Oh, I guess she was the bidder, she was saying. Alright, so they added the plating too for the upgrade. Then she sent me this link about the plating. Check this plating out. Ever been invincible? With a full set of these plates, it'll feel like you are. With the near flawless construction, these additions to your armor set create a warrior to be feared. protected on all sides from a variety of attacks, heed this warning. Do not battle the wearer. You will taste defeat. Alright, so let's see. Increase block damage by 5%. So that's a pretty good ability there, right? So that's cool. Found out about that item. We talked about how it blocks, not dodges. I got dodge mixed up and she corrected me. And now that she was helping me with the daily quests, and she was showing me off some of the blueprints. So here's one. You can get the Belfry hat. So that's why I couldn't loot this hat print when I was crafting Lesser Elijah. It's because of that shit. You have to do the missions to get it. Alright, so that's that one. You notice that cat's eye? It's always fucking popular, right? And Lesser Elijah. So maybe that's why Bonnie was buying my Lesser Elijah. Maybe there is a lot more prints that are actually requiring it now. It's not fucking useless as shit. Alright, let's see. The Forest Corset. Oh, it looks like she crafted it already. Yeah, I've always liked corsets. I've seen them on TV and the news before and stuff. I've never seen a chick actually wear them before, but it'd be neat to see it. I like the emphasis it puts on here. Alright, let's see. No markup value for this yet. So she's showing us some items to the show that the auction has yet to see. Oh, she already crafted the hat too. Wow. Or maybe she just got the items. Oh, look at that. Trade Terminal 75 max. See, that's the one thing I don't like about some of these items, when the trade terminal value gets a little bit too high. Like, I wouldn't keep a whole bunch of these in stock just because, man, the trade terminal value is so high. It would take up all my ped just to have them. Let's see, what was the trade terminal value on this one? 59. It's a little bit better. I'd like to see 10 max, but 5 times or 6 times what I was hoping. It's not so bad. Alright, so we just discussed how to get the fucking shit. Oh, there's some leggings. I love leggings. No, in the winter time when I shovel snow, I wear man leggings, or what do they call them? Long johns. Man, are they ever the perfect thing to wear for when you have to work outside. Keeps your legs warm really good. Prevents your balls from freezing off. I remember one year I had a job where I had to shovel snow outside for the university. Fucking nearly froze my balls off. It was not fun. That's before I learned about wearing long johns. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna ask him, like, he said I could come and join the race, but all the vehicles are reserved. I was like, can Spear MK... Bring your own Spear MK2. Here, before I check into that, let's do a quick spin from the Bitcoin Casino. I've reached the big mark of over 20,000 Satoshi now. So we're on the home stretch, guys, to the 30,000 Satoshi and starting to collect interest. But anyway, so 20,861, let's do a spin. Boom, 20,881. So that's pretty sweet. Big thanks to everyone who's already signed up to be one of my referrals and is helping the show out with the free spins every hour. Ah, fuck. Let's hope, alright. There's something I wanted to look up on, oh yeah. Gonna look up my Entropia account and we'll get some more info before we begin. We'll see what blueprint I have. I think I had the Spear MK3, was it? Let me check. Because I don't know, maybe all the Spear vehicles have roughly the same speed. So that wouldn't be so bad to allow them to compete in the race, right? they all had the same speed anyway. I think the only difference was it gives you more trade terminal value on the vehicle, so if you smash it into stuff, you can take a little bit more of a pounding. LMNOP. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have one Spear MK1 in storage. Is that what we need? Let me check just to make sure. I'm thinking he said MK2, but maybe it was the original one different. Let's check it. No, it is Spear MK2s. Alright, so that's what I need. Fuck. Oh wait, I do. I have a Spear MK2 blueprint of 45 clicks. So if I can get all the way to fucking, whatchamacallit, Cyrene? Yeah, Cyrene. And then get there, craft the MK2, and then make it to the race. It's a shame because the Spear MK3 is the one I have a limited print for. Alright, so I gave him a question there, see if he can help me out with that. And I did a little bit of a drip of vapor oil onto one of the fresh weed bowls that I had packed, because it makes way better sponge when it's still fresh. If anyone hasn't heard, like usually when you vaporize oils, sometimes like people try to find something you can drip it onto so that you can heat it up. Either some people will get like a metal sponge, some sort of coil or something. The solution in the Extreme Q is just an empty bowl. Like once the bowl's dry, because it's vaporized all the vapor out of it, you can just drip oil onto it. So now all of a sudden that dry bowl has a whole bunch of vapor oil in it. Well, let's give it a try, see how it works. Oh yeah. I don't know, there's something weird about the taste of vapor oil. It's like, it's borderline like, you know when you drink hard liquor and it gives you that fucking burn, so people are like, oh man, that isn't really a good taste because it's burning. But it's like something about an acquired taste to it. It's like, even though that burning from alcohol isn't technically good. I shouldn't be having vodka for breakfast, but to each their own. Oh fuck, I'm not even sweating while I'm talking. You idiot! Alright, so anyways, yeah. So that's the weird thing about vapor oil. It's like, it doesn't taste necessarily good, but man, it's got an acquired taste that once you've tasted it a few times, it becomes addictive and you just want more of it. I don't know, there's almost nothing to describe the taste like either. I was trying to think of like anything I've ever tasted and there's nothing even close to similar. That's like, I can hardly wait till scientists test vapor oil to see the properties. I know some of the stuff that's been removed is the ammonia. Although it still has ammonia in it, just less. And the reason it has less ammonia is because it's been passed through water. Oh wait, no, because it doesn't reach the water till after. Never mind. Okay, I'll be right back. I just gotta go help my uncle get to the washroom. Alright, I'm back everyone, and my avatar is dead. So let's revive back. I'll finish going over the notes. If anyone wants to see how to get to Sparta quick, just walk around this tree and set your guy to go to the teleporter, which I can't see because this is fucking in the way. There it is. Alright, so I was thinking I gotta pick somewhere to buy the probes and then try doing 50 drops. And Kayla was telling me that it's nice, this mission doesn't require 50 successes, they just require 50 drops. So what I'll do is get my things set to the very cheapest drops possible and start dropping a few of those. Yeah, so I encourage anyone who needs a friend in the game who's like an encyclopedia about Entropia, make sure you give a shout out to Kayla. I don't know if she probably doesn't have time to help everyone, but man, does she ever know a lot about Entropia? I don't know, when I had to pick players that I think that know the most about Entropia, I think Kayla would probably be near the top of the list. I don't know, the way she talks about Entropia, it's like she's reading it straight from an encyclopedia. Alright, so what I'll do, maybe I'll go back and buy some probes in the meantime. This kind of sucks because I don't have a lot of money for buying probes right now. I don't think ancient Greece is the greatest place to mine resources, but I don't know. Could be wrong about that. Yeah, and Kayla was telling me that a whole bunch of people are coming here for the new armor or something that Next Island released. So that's why we're seeing a lot more players around. Let's check the shares, see how they've been doing. Oh yeah, the ancient Greece ones I believe are just once a week, so I'll have to wait another week to find out what the hell's been going on. I think it's been going up, if I had to guess. Nano cubes! Nano. Alright, so let's see, is 30 peds worth of nano cubes? How many is that? 3,000? Oh, what the hell am I buying nano cubes for? Going mining. Yeah, I was gonna say, survey probes cost way more than that. Oh yeah, I only have to drop 50 probes, and I think I can get my probe to do 1 per drop, I can't remember. So let's try 10 ped. And we'll try going to drop some probes around where the fucking shit is. Where all those Cyclops are. Oh man, I went and checked out some of my plants this morning to see how they're doing. Make sure the window's closed. Man, that sticky one, like the variety that I used to call sticky on other shows, I found a few plants of it that grew. I think one, I shouldn't say a few. And then I was checking to see what strain it was. I'm like, oh yeah, this definitely looks like sticky. But if I had to guess, I think it bred with the white rhino. Because I had a few white rhino plants that went hermaphrodite and made just a couple seed pods or pollen sacs, so I pruned off the pollen sacs. Oh fuck, I started sweating. Oh, this creature's out of sweat anyways, perfect. It's kind of of a shame. Wasn't I saying there was a really good spot that I found 2 fruit in that other video? Where the fuck was that spot? Well, anyways, let's try a probe around here. I'll show you guys. I think, oh yeah, I found some fruit the other day. I also found some dung. 382 sweat. It's not too bad. I'll have to make Lesser Elijah again, so I might as well sweat as much as I can. Alright, let's do it. Where's the mining probes? Or device? Here it is. And I believe if I set this thing, let me check just to make sure. I don't have any enhancers on it right now. If anyone wants to donate some mining enhancers, let me know. I got slots for them in 1 and 2. Be neat if we could get some enhancements going for these crazy low probe uses. Alright, yeah, there's one use that I can set it to that'll use 1 probe per drop. So you can see that with 10 ped, fuck, I could do this mission 4 times. Alright, so let's try it out. 1 probe per drop. See what we can find. Now obviously when you do 1 probe per drop, it drastically reduces the odds of finding stuff down to just one thing you're searching for. Alright, fuck this area. I think I know where I'm gonna go. That place up north on Next Island. That looks like a good place. I was thinking ancient Greece sucks balls. Not in a good way. For mining anyways. Oh yeah, did you guys see the end of yesterday's video? Just as I was about to wrap up the show, it's when all the girls started showing up trying on the bikinis. I was like, whoo! It's like, let's end the show here. Alright, let's check. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do too. When I was at Orpheus Cave in ancient Greece, I noticed that's where the fucking shit was. The mission broker. Yeah, because I was roaming around in here, I was like, wait a minute, there's the mission broker. That's pretty cool, no? Something about if you go in here and do stuff, you can unlock this. Oh yeah, that's I think what Kayla was talking about. She got the one thing that you can do to go in there. Right, they want me to get tooth and animal, iron blood. Wow, a lot of crap. It says it wants me to collect 20 LoRa robots. Jeez, this is a pretty intense mission. So I don't know, maybe that's what Kayla was doing. She was just buying the reward to complete the mission. She bought it for, was it 99 ped? Seems a little bit on the expensive side to complete a mission, but hey, to each their own. Alright, let's get the hell out of here and let's go to Next Island and go to the area that was just fucking loaded with resources. From what I could tell. Yeah, so that sticky plant that I had going, I checked it, and it looks like it fucking bred. Like, I was trying to figure out which male plant it was, and it looks like it is the white rhino that it mixed with. Just because, like, the new traits it has, it's a lot more white. So I was like, maybe it got the whiteness from the white rhino. Because the white rhino is also a very white strain. Right, up around here was where all the good minerals were. Thinking, do I have no teleporters there? I could have swore I got one around there. What the fuck? Like, seriously, I've got no teleporters in that whole island region. That fucking sucks, because around here is where I wanted to go. Guess I'll try migrating north from there. Or I could swim along the shore or make it. If there's not too many sharks. And I've talked to a few of my friends who have been playing the game for quite a while, and they said every time they got one of their biggest mining finds is when they were right by the teleporter. So I'll try one around here. The only thing is, sometimes they won't let you mine near the teleporter. They'll say, oh, you're too close to the teleporter. So let's try about here. Should be a weird depth too, because it's on the edge of a hill. Fuck, man. This is bullshit. Have an easier time finding resources in fucking hell. Literally. Now really it's not too bad if I'm not finding any resources, because at least I'm getting the reward, but yeah, I got the map blocking whether or not I found anything. No resources found. You wasting all of your ped. So that's it, saying if you're going to lose your ped mining, this mission isn't too bad, because at least now you can get a reward for losing. It's like, congratulations, you lost all of your probes. We'll try running and probing. Maybe that improves the odds. See? It did. Alright, we got some Force Nexus. If people don't know what Force Nexus is, this is something I used to always want to find. Because I can mix it with sweat in the refiner and create mind essence. If people don't know, mind essence used to be the ammo for everything with chips, like what do they call those? Teleport chips and all that shit. But after they nerfed sweat by making it so that that was no longer the ammo. I think, what did they do? They created synthetic mind essence, so people no longer needed the sweat to make ammo. So if people ever wanted to really find out like what was the big thing that crashed the price of sweat, I know some people say it was people buying and selling sweat at different prices, but I don't think any of that really affects it, because that's just supply and demand. What really has fucking affected it was the demand for it. Once the demand was no longer needed to require sweat to make mind essence for all the ammo, then all of a sudden people didn't need sweat for ammo, so you didn't need to buy it like crazy. So if you really wanted to fix the sweat price, what you could do is require sweat to make a cheaper ammo. So people would be like, hey, instead of using regular like universal ammo or something, there'd be this new ammo that you can make, like a new type of explosive projectiles, except it works in every gun. And it requires sweat to make it. So that's what, like, I don't know, if I was to become the new president of Entropia, that's probably what my platform would be. I would launch a new type of ammo that's only sold in the game, so that Calypso land deed revenue will go up from it, not selling the fucking ammo outside of the game, so that they don't have to put it in the revenue. But anyways, yeah, do that, so that there'd be this new type of ammo. Fuck. Oh yeah, I don't have the finder equipped. I was like, why the hell am I not finding anything? Can't mine because I'm in the fucking water. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? I don't know, some people might argue that they don't want to see the sweat price recuperate because it'll just attract a whole bunch of freeloader players to the game. I could see that in some regard, but the only thing I was thinking is all those freeloaders eventually get so hooked on the game, like any drug dealer giving free drugs, that they eventually start depositing. Like, I'm a prime example. I was a freeloader for over a year, and then eventually I got so hooked on the game I deposited $2,000. So you can goes to show you, like, yeah, sure, you might encourage a lot of freeloading activity, but man, if freeloaders get hooked enough, boom, you got yourself a sale. Ah, fuck. Getting killed. Thank God, no resources. So that way when this chick kills me, it doesn't matter. I was thinking if I died and she blocked me from getting the resources I found, that would have sucked balls. Not in a good way. Or fuck, man, the water was right there. I should have just swam in it. What was I, idiot? Now I gotta start all over. Fuck. Alright, I gotta get across this canyon. No more fucking around. And it is pretty debatable too if we want millions of more players to join Entropia. Even the disc golf community has this problem a lot in the debates. As nice as it is to grow it so that there's so many more players isn't always such a good thing. Especially in disc golf, because there's a limited amount of courses, people want space to play on them, so they actually want fewer players to start playing the game. I think the same thing is a little bit true with Entropia. Oh, here's some fruit. Oh, only 16? You piece of shit. Let's try the theory that fruit can sometimes lead you to resources. We could debunk it right here. Ah, so no resources near the fruit. Unless it was something I wasn't searching for. Because I'm using probes of only one per drop, I search for less. So there could have been something there. So that theory may not have been properly debunked. I gotta try to get into this water. Be more careful to get in the water. Yeah, like if we had too many players at Entropia, it could set off some alarm bells in the government, and they would regulate the game more. Then they'd have to reopen that debate of whether or not it's a casino. I think the government would probably try to add more taxes to Entropia. I'm surprised we haven't had any more real-world taxes been imposed on us. Like when you buy and sell stuff in the game, it is real money transactions, so technically the government should be able to tax it. So that's the one thing I was thinking, as long as we keep Entropia on the down low and not so many players, could actually be a good thing. The Chinese farmer. I'll try to remember to link the video today. Alright, can I get in the water here? Is it full of sharks? Shitty thing is I won't be able to drop probes, but hopefully I can make it to the area that has good probe dropping potential. Now let's go for a little bit of diving, see if I can make it. Oh. Yes! Yeah, it was cool. Yesterday I was playing the game. I encountered another player who wanted to give a shout out to the show. Who is it? Oh yeah, Nigel. Yeah, he was really nice. He said something about that even though he's a long-time player, when he watches my show, sometimes he still learns something about the game. So I was thinking, wow, that's cool. Now I was lucky too. I was thinking, geez, like, we're lucky to play Entropia in a way that's such a big game. There's always new stuff you can learn. I think maybe where the misconception comes from, it is very tempting just to hunt globals or Hall of Fames and just do that all the time because it's so exciting. And then people watch a lot of YouTubers doing that all the time. They're like, oh, that's the main objective of what you can do in the game. And then they don't realize that, oh, look at this uppercut move. Then people don't realize that, hey, despite there being like, yeah, lots of hunting and chasing globals, there's lots of other exploring and social stuff you can do in the game. Yeah, that's what Nigel was saying. He was going on about, really, that is the best part of Entropia, is you got this huge collection of players that you can hang out with. And it's a neat environment. Now I'm just dripping a drip of vapor oil onto the dry bowl. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that sticky strain when I harvest it. To be honest, it doesn't look as sticky as before I hybridized it, but I can still see some of the traits. So I'm thinking maybe it just needs a few more weeks and it'll get more sticky. Shouldn't say weeks, I think more like 1 week. And it's getting very cold at night, so I'm pretty sure a lot of my plants are on borderline death just from cold weather. Probably won't be doing as much growing while they're almost dying. Holy fuck, this is a monster bowl. I ended up putting a drip of vapor oil onto the sponge. There's so much oil, it's like fuck. Even the sponge can't soak it all up. Gone to the edge of the screen. I fucking hate when that happens. Because you don't want to put the oil right in the screen, because when you do that, it just plugs it. And you can't get air through. So, oil in the screen, not a good thing. Now I noticed a few people have been checking out my vaporizer modification website on Facebook. It's called JVOC if you want to check it out. I've named it the Judson Vapor Oil Collector. JVOC. I actually was thinking of calling it just VOC, because I don't really like the Judson part on it, so it'd be Vapor Oil Collector. But since the product failed anyways in product testing, it doesn't really matter what it's called. I think I'll just call it the prototype. Now I tried to work out something on how to give away prototypes, and I think I'll start doing it in live streams. Anyone who's in Canada will be eligible to get a prototype. I'll come up with some sort of donation amount and tag to put it in the chat. So if anyone wants the prototype, they can have one for a certain amount of donation to the show. Fair, that's probably the best way for me to give away, and then I'll have to make up some sort of waiver so people know that it failed the product testing and it's a dangerous prototype. They can't sue me, hopefully, or agree not to sue me while taking the chance if they want one. Now, to be honest, the prototype testing wasn't that bad, but I'd just rather play it safe and not sell it. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I pretty much have everything I want and need, so why would I take a huge risk to sell something that can land me in jail? I'd be like, what? So I could get more of what I already have? I gotta get over the top of this mountain. Doesn't look like anywhere I can climb up anytime soon. I don't know why my guy's swimming sideways. It's like, come on, man. Didn't we talk with Phelps here? You gotta get better form. There we go. Maybe I'll let him swim with the tool. Helps him get better, more action. Alright, so we gotta get a quick message from the sponsor while we do the swimming. Oh fuck, man. I can almost guarantee when I come back the shark will have gotten us. I can sense the shark is near. He's like, oh, go to your break, will you? Right, today's mining adventure was brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Alright, welcome back. Did the shark get me? No, he didn't. Alright, so I'll go around this corner. Hopefully by the time I swim around this corner, I'll start to see a place where I can climb up. And then once I can climb up, I can start dropping some probes again. I was thinking really I probably should have just flown to those northern continents. But man, I like exploring. Hey, I even have the Spear MK Ivy. I didn't even know that. It's a shame too, because pretty sure I did fucking craft up some Spear MK2s. No, I only crafted Spear MK3s. Never mind. Yeah, it'd be so cool to go to Cyrene and do a crafting adventure to make vehicles. Maybe what I could do is craft a few of the Spear MK2s, bring them to the event, and people are like, oh, we don't have enough spears. I'll be like, hey, I got some. The only thing is that would require quite the investment. I'd have to sell a whole bunch of my PRX prints or other blueprints in my shops, take that 1,000 ped and invest it into the spear production. Buy the materials, do a craft run of them. Have to get some metal residue and all that saved up, so probably have to do something else to build that. Well, that was a vapor oil hit. Fucking sweet. I was thinking, shit, lucky I didn't get stuck on the fucking ground. Fuck, no resources. You gotta be kidding me. All that journey? What's this orange dot? A trade terminal. Isn't that kind of weird, eh? I don't know if anyone in the game knows that. There's this weird trade terminal half buried in the sand out here. Maybe that's an indication that there should be a teleporter here. It's weird, I could have swore that I already traversed this entire area on foot. And I thought I found at least one teleporter. I think what it was, they were all just respawn points. None of them actually had teleporters. Oh, anyone else see that? More papillon. Let's see how many I picked up this time. 43. That's a little better. None of that fucking 13 bullshit. And I appreciate everyone who keeps saying hi to me in Entropia. It's nice to make new friends in the game. Oh yeah, I forgot. Did I even add Nigel as a friend? I think I forgot. Now I noticed Bonnie was posting something about a new event coming up or something, so maybe I'll try looking into that. Seems like I'm getting overloaded with events. Got that Arcadia Sweat one coming up and the race on Next Island. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a calendar and check it out occasionally on the show so people can see what's coming up. Remember I was complaining how MindArc doesn't make a calendar to show everyone all the events on different planets? Maybe that's what I could do. They created a niche for me. So really that's as a product designer or an inventor. You just got to find a niche where a demand for a product exists and then create that. How many, well geez, we're almost 1/5 of the way through this mission. Let's drop another one. Yeah, so much for this area being loaded with resources. Looks more like a barren desert to me. I don't know what the distance is, how many steps you have to take away before it's not a waste to drop another probe. And some people that I've talked to about mining say that sometimes for a joke, they like to drop probes twice in the same area, and then they'll have a hit on the second time. So isn't that weird? Like you drop a probe somewhere and you're like, oh, there's nothing here. And then someone else could come and drop a probe in that same spot and find something. So I don't know what the deal with that is. If that's really true or it's just an urban legend. Who knows how random these drops really are, right? Alright, so we found some crude oil. I was going to say it looks like the land here has changed color, so maybe it'll have better resources. Looks like this is where the oil's at. So if anyone's looking for an area where they complete this daily mission by dropping one probe and finding some oil, it appears this region here has oil. Unless that was a fluke, but I think we're in the good area. Yeah, I was thinking I should really make that smaller so I can see the fucking fruit and stones. I'll zoom in a bit. I should really be running with the axe. This is exciting. I was always hoping I could find a reason to get back into mining. Or get into mining to begin with. Maybe these daily missions. Who was it? Kayla was telling me the reward for the daily mission is really good, so it's actually worth doing it every day. Sweet stuff. I think sweet stuff is used to refine with something also, but I'm not very familiar with it. I haven't actually refined it before. Now people are wondering, like, what's the max big find I ever found with this rookie finder? I'm pretty sure that hell find I had the last episode was pretty close to it, but there might have been another 2 ped I think I found on FOMA with it. Where it's like I dropped it and I found like, what was it, 2 ped worth of Listerium on FOMA? Holy fuck. See, this area is pretty loaded with crude oil. I can barely run anywhere without having to go back to pick up the resources. Guess I shouldn't be complaining. This is what I'm hoping to do. Fuck, always have to get the resources. Yeah, I was wondering how many successes will I get dropping these 50 probes. It's not too often I drop a full 50. Fuck! More oil. So can't you just leave me alone? I always have to go back and pick up the resources. So that's what you gotta do. When you play Entropia, don't you notice what you don't want to happen usually happens? So try not to find crude oil in this area. Look what will happen. They'll just screw you and keep giving you oil over and over. Bastards. And I must have jinxed it pretty good. Yeah, is today another Toronto Raptors day? I hope so. That last game-winning shot was fucking insane. I'm so glad it happened on a full moon and everything. That was like a full moon day for sure. So much weird stuff happened that day. And even the other game I played, like I was building for a big cash-in in an event. It took months and months to build, and it just so happened to fall on that day too. So I was like, wow, that was like the big full moon day where everything was coming together. I love this area. It's like I can just run around mining. Don't have to worry about fucking papoos killing me. It's fucking oil and resources everywhere. Can't even draw probes without finding it, like almost every drop. It's so annoying. I'm just kidding. Now obviously these are very small finds, but I'm just doing this to complete the daily mission, so any of this that I find is actually just a bonus. Yeah, that was a very small find. That water shit, not very abundant. But hey, little find is better than nothing. Can you imagine I put the other amount of probes on it too? Added a bit of depth enhancers? I'd be fucking like just raking in the resources. So what did we find here? Sweet stuff. Forest Nexus. Bit of oil. It's a pretty good variety of stuff you need. I was thinking, because this is where I found the 2 double fruit, so I was like, there's probably a lot of shit here. There, finally jinxed it. It's like, oh, see that? Just so I was saying that there was nothing here. Like, what did you say? Nothing? Alright, 37 Brucite. It probably means that I should drop the other probe type here. Well, let's try that. Let's try all 3 probes. Somewhere around there. I wonder what that is. No! Alright, so I think that debunks that theory. If you find minerals on the surface, maybe that doesn't mean it's a good spot to drop probes. Did anyone notice when I dropped 3 probes, did my total go up by 3? Or did it go up by 1? Because it was counted as 1 drop. Let's check. I'll do it one more time just to make sure. I don't want to get carried away with the triple probes. 3 at the same time is a little much. 2, it's more reasonable. I think that's what they teach people these days, right? No! Fuck, man. This probe of dropping 1 of everything is such a jinx. Going back to just the single probes. Yeah, and it did only give me 1, so dropping multiple probes at the same time will not help you finish this faster. Finishing quick is your specialty with using the less amount of probes. Just do it 1 at a time. See, it's like the old-fashioned days, 1 at a time. Thinking it's maybe I got too close to the water edge. That's what's fucking it. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to pick up the pace on this mining here if we're gonna finish on time. Fuck, only 5 minutes of the show left and we're at the halfway mark. Yeah, so it probably is gonna take 2 episodes. Can't remember, did I have a find there? I don't think so. No. Now it looks near the shore was a bit barren in resources. Closer to the middle was getting more. Ah, fuck. Got some desert guardians. They're probably guarding the middle where all the resources are. Thought I saw something. Yeah, it was. I was like, did I hallucinate rocks? Should have known. Near the rocks there'd be nothing. Yeah, at least it was over 100 Brookite that time. Yeah, so if any beginner Entropians are watching these videos for the first time, checking out what they can do in the game, not only can you explore a lot of the map, but get yourself one of these rookie finders and you can complete the daily missions. You can drop 50 probes for a pretty cheap price, right? Like, I forget, what did we get? 200 probes for 5 ped, or was it 10? I'll have to look it up. I was thinking for 10 ped there was enough to complete the mission 4 times. So I think it's about 250. And then for that 250 you're going to get some of the resources back. Holy fuck, man, there's shit everywhere here. Can't believe they're not attacking me. They must have really low aggression. Yeah, so you can drop and you can explore, and you can also find Brookite and other fruit and stones along the way. And running away and dodging these creatures is kind of fun. Oh yeah, and then also if you want to complete the teleport gathering missions, if there's different teleporters that you have to beat or gather to complete missions, you can do that. Lots of neat stuff. And I gotta try to work my way back to the middle of this continent. Found a little bit of crude oil. Now if anyone's ever wondering, if you can't get close enough to get the minerals that you found without getting close to the mob, go as close as you can to remain safe, and then just hit the summon button. It'll summon the find closer to you. This won't work in every situation, but a lot of situations I find it does. And I thought I hallucinated rocks there again for a sec. Did anyone else see that rock when I ran by it, or is it just me? And I think I'm gonna have to go near the edge. These fucking cheetah are eyeing me. If they try to kill me, I'll have to make a run for the water. And hopefully I can dodge their attacks until I drown them. That's how I deal with animals in nature. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe when I get back to doing vlogging outside, I'll do some interactions with animals that are trying to kill me in nature. Now I was thinking if we should do a show, or not we, or anyone should do a show, and call it the self-defense diet, where you just go out in nature. Like vegans often say that animals are our friends, but I was thinking, geez, if you went out in nature and just ate a diet of animals that attacked you and tried to eat you, it'd be like you could thrive. You wouldn't be vegan, that's for sure. But technically you shouldn't eat wolves, so if they attacked you, that'd be probably one animal I would just be like, alright, let you live. Attack me, I can't eat you. And even beavers. They say if you eat beaver, it comes with some risks. Bunch of diseases you could catch. Alright, get your mind out of the gutter. Now I was watching, who was it, Survivor Man? Him and his family caught a beaver to eat, like in a trap or something. And they ended up catching, I forget, some disease. It shows just how unself-sufficient people really are. They had to come back into town to get medical attention. Because the disease they caught from eating the beaver was not a good one. I think, thankfully, they both survived. They got proper medication. I wonder if turkeys attack you. I hope so. So that way when you're up north and you get attacked by turkeys, you could eat them. Now, moose will try to attack you, but they don't try to attack you to eat you. They're just a dominant animal, so when they see other animals in their territory, they like to step on them and crush them. So if a moose attacked you, you'd have enough food for your whole family for like a year. It'd be just self-defense. So maybe that's what we'll do one day, guys. We'll do the self-defense diet show, where someone goes up north, lives in nature, shows that, sure, some animals are our friends. Rabbits I don't think will try to eat us. But it's surprising, once you get out there in nature, how many things are actually trying to kill people every day. It's not a big paradise. Fairy tale where all the animals love you. They love to eat you. Alright, this is sweet. Getting a little bit of area that I can run, but I noticed I'm back into the land area that looks like sand. I think that sand is a little bit less filled with minerals. You have to get into that darker sand. Oh, there we go. Did you know that's one of the mining tricks that you can do for mining in the Great Lakes, near where I live? Lake Superior is good for it. Is if you go to the beach and you see different colors of sand. One of the sands that you can look for if you want to get gold out of it is black sand. Is if you find any black sand deposits on the beach, you can take your pan out and start panning it. And what do you know, you'll find little flakes of gold in it. Holy shit, is this like a global or what? What the fuck, how much oil did I find? Oh my god. Shit, we're over 2 ped oil. That was a good find of oil. I don't know if it was just me, I wasn't paying attention when the fucking find happened. What did it say we found? That was like the hell of a fucking quality find. Now they said the only shitty thing about panning out that black sand you find around the Great Lakes is you could spend all day doing it and just get a couple flakes. So it's not really anything that you could actually profit from. Sort of like that oil find I just got there. It's probably not going to pay my hydro for my computer or my hourly wage I would need to survive. But it was fun nonetheless. Now I used to watch a lot of gold panning shows, so that's why I know a little bit about gold panning. I tried it a few times up north and they didn't have much success. minuscule amounts. But I was thinking when I went gold panning up north, even finding any trace of gold was a pretty good accomplishment. I didn't think I was even going to be able to do that. But I had help too. I have miner friends that live up north. So they were able to direct me into some advice and better mining tips. I actually have core samples from up north from an official mine. My friend collects them. Sometimes I let him keep some. So anyways, he gave me some core samples, and I've got some from silver. So I have raw silver in a core sample. Maybe one time I'll find it. It's buried in my room in storage somewhere. A lot of times I go on trips up north and just collect shit and put it in storage and never see it again. Alright, so I'll have to go back into that video and watch where I found that big fucking deposit of oil. I think I was just bitching how I couldn't find oil in the sand while I was talking about gold mining and in the lake, and boom, hit it. Hit it, yo. So I found another one that says minimal. We'll check what minimal is. Now I'm a little bit fucking antsy. It's like, holy shit, this mining jazz ain't so bad. Nah, that was another useless one. So I guess that's how the mining here is going to go. It's going to be hit and miss for a while. When we come back and finish up next episode, or yeah, no, we don't have enough time. Fuck, we're over the limit. Yeah, so tomorrow's episode we'll finish the probes, find out what fucking blueprints we get. I'll be kind of interested in that too. And yeah, let's get back to, let's finish it up. So if you want to help out my show, anyone, if you got the extra money and you can do Patreon, that's a big help. Society 6 is where I got my merchandise. Swag Bucks is where you can get discount codes shopping online. GameKit is where you can get paid to be a gamer. Hideout TV is get paid to watch videos. Bitcoin is the free spins, so you can start building up some Bitcoin yourself, little pieces of Satoshi, and it helps out the show with the referral bonus. So I appreciate everyone. I think we're almost at 30 people. Soon I'll be posting it once we reach 30. Maybe I'll do something to celebrate. Right, and we also got the virtual mate. It's only for adults, but it's also only for men. But if ladies want a sex machine, they know who not to call. No, you never know if you're near Toronto. But anyways, yeah, let's say, what else was there? Oh yeah, the Entropia zine, if anyone wants to check that out. And what else? Oh yeah, the shirts from Raven Jade. Raven Jade also has some of the coolest shirts of Entropia themed. So I hope everyone checks those out too. And yeah, I think that's everything. Let's go and wrap up to see what we got. If you happen to get any Spear MK2 paint from one of your ships in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But then if it doesn't happen, you can give it a like. I really appreciate it. And I'll try to get, maybe in the future, after the next island stuff, we'll start looking at making some Spear MK2s. I'll have to swing by and pick up my blueprints. Hope no one buys them before I get there. I think they're for sale in my FOMA shop, if anyone wants to beat me to them. Alright, so, yeah, let's say, oh yeah, make sure you never purchase the products from my sponsor, because they will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. Shirts from Cybertronic Spree. Maybe check out their shit too, it's really cool. It's a cover band for Transformers tunes and other 80s shit. Alright, see you later. Here's 2 videos and the subscribe button.